Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Anniekeera. Today's video, let us look at the amazing kitchen garden spice called Cuban oregano. It has other names like Spanish thyme, Indian mint, Mexican mint, French thyme. It's also called Vicks plant. It has a pungent oregano-like flavor, and we are going to see its medicinal values and how it is propagated. Cuban oregano prefers well-drained soil, so the tin which we are going to use to propagate has holes down, and this is the soil we are going to use to propagate. So here is the mother plant from which we are going to propagate. Here it is. This is the state it is. So we are going to get one of the branches. So we are going to get this one. As you are doing so, you pick a part which has got nodes. So we are going to cut from here. But as you are cutting, we are going to cut in a slanting way. Like it has to be slanting. In that when we water, the water just falls off and then doesn't cause some rotting. So we are going to cut like this. I think I should cut from. We cut in a slanting manner. We don't want water to collect at this point. You know, even if it is in the soil, water will not collect here to cause rotting. And then also we are going to get another part up here, still in a slanting manner, just like that, because still we are going to be watering the top part. Still, if we don't do this, the water will collect if it is flat, and then it will cause rotting. So we are going to remove the excess leaves, because if we leave on these leaves, they lead to water loss through evaporation. To cut off these leaves, just like this, and then also like this. So they are also slanting, cut in a slanting manner to avoid rotting. The container in which we are going to plant, where we filled our soil, don't reduce on the soil. And then we put it just like this. After this, we add our soil. Water, like any plant, it will need the water. That's the good of the holes at the bottom, the excess water in the outer. So here we already have what we propagated. There are different spices, different plants. So we keep them here. This is where we keep all of them. It is not so sunny here, so they establish themselves very well from this place. After 3 weeks, our oregano has grown to this. Even the rest of the plants we propagated here, they have also grown. So this is the state it is. It is ready for transplanting. So we are going to go ahead and we transplant it. This is the one we propagated. Before transplanting, we are going to water it a little so that it is easy to remove from the container. So we are going to leave this water to soak so that it is easy to get out of this tin. The container in which we are going to transplant our oregano, it is also down, it is perforated, it has holes down for drainage. So what we do, we fill it with the stones first. So the stones are here. So what we do, we put the stones like this down. We put these stones for drainage still, because if you put the soil direct, it may not cause some rotting of the plants. Of the soil here. I consider oregano as a must-have kitchen garden spice. However small your kitchen garden is, try as much as you can to have oregano because of the numerous medicinal values it has. For example, research shows that oregano has anti-cancer properties because it prevents oxidative stress. Also, it prevents the damage of DNA, and we know all those ones can cause cancer. So it has anti-cancer properties. And if you have your patient who has cancer, think about giving your patient oregano. Also, research shows that oregano is effective in weight loss. So because it has anti-obesity properties, so for that case it is good for weight loss. And then also it has properties which make it good for the skin. If you want to have a youthful skin, yes, consider having oregano in your diet or in your food, because it has those antioxidants which prevent aging. Here it is. So this is our plant. So for it to get out of this tin easily, we need to do some massaging like this. So after this, we are going to just do like this, and it is out. So here is the container. Here we are going to plant it. So with time we shall be adding manure, and then so we are going to do a lot of watering since we are in a dry season. Cuban oregano prefers well-drained soil, that is very important, and then also it prefers partially shaded exposure. It is drought resistant, but it does well if watered. So we are going to add soil. This soil we had previously used it to plant spinach, and it is rich in nutrients, so it is black soil. So we are going to, since the spinach is no longer doing well, we are going to get this soil and we use it to add it to this plant which we have just transplanted. You see, it is black soil, it is very rich in nutrients. Yes, we grew spinach here, but not all the nutrients were used up. We are in a dry season, so if you don't water, you may not enjoy planting or gardening. So here it is. We are going to keep it in this garden with the rest. So we are going to put it here, growing together with the rest of our herbs. So like the rest of the gardens we have here, we have the labels for them. So even here for our oregano, we are going to label it. Here are some of the uses, but there are other uses. So we have other herbs we are growing here. Here we have this one. Here is the plant, and this is how we are growing it. This is the container for it. So here we have ajuga, and those are the medicinal uses, also in a container. So even among these ones, we just propagated ajuga is here with the rest of the herbs. Still here we have catnip. Here it is, also growing in a container. We also have holy basil. This one is growing tire like this one. This is the same tire like this, the type of tire we use to plant our holy basil. So we also have garden roux. She's also in a container. So after 3 months, this is our oregano, how it is looking like. So here it is. It has put on more branches. It has grown so big. Cuban oregano can be used in a number of culinary ways, including adding it to marinades. When you're marinating your food, you can add it to salads, you can add it to soups, you can add it to your stews, in meat dishes, in vegetables as a garnish. The only thing you have to do is to be mindful of the quantity you use, because it is a strong herb, so you must use it sparingly, otherwise it will overpower the other seasonings and they may not be tasted in your dishes. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Give a like to this video.